Okay, so this is the example that I've been working on the last couple of days. Well, the last half an hour or so on SketchUp. You guys have probably seen some of the videos I've done or the models I've done in class. Some people might not be in my class, and that's fine too. This is a bit of an example because the whole idea is that you need to have your EcoPod that's restricted within the road rules of Australia and New South Wales. So the whole idea that it needs to be 2.5 meters sort of width, 4.5 meters long, those sort of things. And then I've had a number of students say, well, that's a bit restrictive. That doesn't fit into the idea that I wanted to do. And that's fine. That's okay. I understand that those restrictions can be hard to work with. But the whole idea here is we've given you a design brief and now you need to work around those restrictions and what can work and what can't work. So what I've done here is I've done a bit of a brief of an EcoPod. I haven't done any sort of materials on it yet, but I've done the sort of basic shape and outline. I'm just going to unpack it a little bit to give some people a bit of an idea. So the whole idea here is that I've got pretty much a shipping container. So I'll get the idea of where the shipping container is and how that sits. Yeah, I'm going to get that sort of iron. I'm just going to go around it. The whole idea, this is a shipping container that I know a number of boys in my classes they're using this sort of model. Some people are doing domes, doing different things. I might do a dome sort of demonstration on another video, or I might link another video to that to sort of explain how that works. But I'm just going to explain this idea of portability and compact and how it can be transported and how you can explain that. So the whole idea here is I've got that there. What I would add, which I haven't added yet, is I would put some sort of rack underneath it. So for example, if it's, I'm only going to do this really, really quick. You guys should be spending a bit more time on this. The whole idea is building a rack underneath. So the whole idea that it's portable, so that can it be fitted onto a car? Does it have wheels at the bottom? The sense of portability. So with my design, I've got a central sort of shipping container. And what I've done now to now open up this size of sense of space and make the pod bigger, but also restricted, also maintaining to those restrictions, is that I've got fold outs. So the whole idea is on each side of the shipping container, except the back, I've got the sense that it folds down in some way. And so you can see these sort of rigs that I've placed around it. So the whole idea is on each of these three sides, you have the walls literally drop down to reveal the inner pod, which is the sort of living quarters. On it, the three sides where it drops down, they drop down, it creates an indoor-outdoor space. On this side, I've been able to put into some sort of like shade cloth over the top. And then what happens here is I've sort of, the way I'm workshopping it is that inside these sort of pull downs or tear downs, what happens is that you would have this sort of compact sort of disc that can slide out, which links together to create this flat surface that rolls all around the exterior of the EcoPod. So that's how I've sort of workshopped that. I've put in glass, doors, and walls or partial walls. So the whole idea here is I've put in the like a floor to ceiling window. I've put in these louvre doors or windows, so we can see them there. I can make those more detailed if I wanted to. So how I would demonstrate that is I would pull them out like this, using that push-pull. So the whole idea that they're sitting slightly out of the frame, you can sort of see that there on the side. So the whole idea is that that they can be push-pulled in and out. I might even put a lever inside. So this is a working draft at the moment. This is nowhere near a finished product, but it's giving you this idea of what like a skeleton shape can look like. So I've got that pod, I've got these pull downs, which then support that structure where it's almost like the whole idea for this to get pulled up, it would be anchored and then pulled up with an internal mechanism, which could be automated or which could be some sort of pulley system, which you could demonstrate too. I've got the person there as a sense of a scale. So how does this work with the size of a person? Haven't done any of the interior yet, but like I would do that next. The whole idea, so you've got the glass doors where air can flow through, louvre doors where air can flow through, and then I've got a hatch up the top here where hot air can escape to as well. The shade cloth, so I can sort of control the light that's coming in as well, so protecting from that in some way. And it's what I effectively wanted to show here is to use a sense of space and how we can effectively use that while still using the restrictions. So I'm just going to put down like a wood sort of decking for all of the outside. What you could then maybe potentially consider, it's almost like, well, this is here. You could maybe put like an outside shower around the back potentially. You might want to think about what I want to put solar panels on the roof. Do I want to put a water tank somewhere within the system? Do I tack it onto the back end some way? These are the sort of ideas that we need to be presenting. You guys should have already done some sort of sketches, but this is an example that I'm presenting. This is a draft example. This is nowhere near the finished product. It's lacking a lot of detail at the moment, but it's giving you a bit of an idea of how you could approach restrictions with SketchUp and your model as well. Some people I know from classes have asked about domes. I know I was going to do, I will link a separate video, but the problem with domes is, and I'll demonstrate this here, is that domes can be really hard to work with because it is a curved surface all the way around. So for example, I'm going to type in dome. Let me look in, find a dome here in the warehouse that I could use. This one. Cool. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to bring it up to scale, make it sort of similar size to the other one. Right. So I've got my EcoPod dome here. Because it's, let me see if I can pull it out. I can't push-pull any of this because it is a curved or a smooth surface, and because of that, it's really hard to then add any sense of detail to the EcoPod in some way. What I would suggest in doing, rather than doing just the way you could demonstrate that, the sense of a pod without it being necessarily the dome, I would do a circle. Again, the way that I talked to a student last week about this with the dome, because how can it be compacted is, he came up with a really simple solution that it can be put on its side. So the whole idea is it's committed to those spacing restraints, but the whole idea is instead of just having it flat, we're going to put it outside, and because you've got the 4.5 meters going upwards, where it's 2.5 meters wide, that meant he had a bit more sort of breathing room with his spacing. So that's the way he workshopped that. I'm very happy for you guys to be creative with how you can meet those size restrictions, and you can put that into the discussion board. I'm very happy to sort of talk to people about that too. So what I'm doing is I've done a cylinder, and then I'm going to download a dome from here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the dome on top of the structure. So I've made it a bit bigger, and I'll move this. Again, I've got to play around with the orbit tool to get this right. Might use the scale tool again. And I'll just move this back. Just change my view. Obviously, maybe not to that sort of scale because this is a bit larger than sort of our EcoPod, but does that give you a potential idea of how you could approach a dome shape? I might make this a little bit smaller. So I might get my offset to there, and I might, what I'll do there is I'll just drag this down. I'll delete this pod, this dome over here. So that's a way that you could potentially look at approaching the dome. What you could also do is you can sink this in a bit further. That's a potential way that you could look at creating the dome. It might be a bit hard to do the internals though. So there's different ways you could think of that. Rather than doing that, you could also look at doing, I think I was talking to Hugo about this the other day. So pulling it out, and rather than just doing the complete sort of dome or oval shape, what we'll do is we'll almost have it this sort of tablet sort of shape. I'll do the same here. Let's go down and check that. And what I'll do is I'll pull that out, and use maybe that sort of shape instead of a dome, potentially, or you could be looking at it the other way where it's almost like, I'll draw this up here, pull it up. What I'll also do is on our page, I will also put up some previous examples, so you get a bit of an idea of what the standard work. The work that I've put up here with that dome, not that dome, but that EcoPod that I was drafting up, that's an example of a draft idea that's nowhere near the finished product. You could also approach it like that sort of way as well. So these are the different ways you could approach these sort of curved structures as well. I do think out of those three potential options, I think this would be the easiest one, this sort of tablet. Because the reason for that is because it is a flat surface on the side. So that means it's a lot easier to, for example, create a doorway, create windows. Where on this side, because it is a flat surface, I'll create a door maybe. It's a bit hard. It's not as functional. So I would sort of tend towards this sort of tablet shape rather than these two, but these two are still options that are potentially viable. Okay, I'll put up some more images that give you a bit more of an idea about what we could be looking at with our EcoPod as well. That's it.